Alright, good evening. I put the shields up on my PC and I looked at this somewhat dodgy site, gnews.org. I would advise strongly against not going there. And if you do go there, use a VPN, make sure your virus protection, all your everything's up to date. So I didn't get any pop ups or anything. Nothing seems to be amiss, but there were those pictures with Hunter Biden and some Chinese woman and about him doing some drugs and him having sex. Him basically being a relentless narcissist. It's always obsessing over his penis. They edited it out, but they put this disclaimer at the back end of it. Again, I kind of skipped around. They also, yeah, it's him smoking crack. Anyway, and this is obviously translated, and it's translated fairly poorly, but we apologize if these photos have caused you any serious discomfort, but for the sake of justice, that we, the new federal state of China, I don't know who that is, have made these pictures public because the friends of the communists are our enemies. We will not allow anyone to steal from Chinese people. We will not allow anyone to enslave the Chinese people. We will not allow anyone to abuse our children. So these pictures show the tip of the iceberg of what's important to the Chinese Communist Party's blue, gold, yellow program. They take advantage of all Western politicians, celebrities, and their families who are greedy for Chinese wealth. They're pretty much greedy for all wealth, I would imagine, and threaten them by getting hold in recording their sex and drug videos, forcing them to sell out their countries and people, and even their own national security in order to cooperate with the Chinese Communist Party's world domination. So that would explain a lot about media, Hollywood, maybe even some pro athletes. LeBron James. U.S. presidential candidate Joe Biden is 100% controlled by the Chinese Communist Party as one of the most successful political instances of the BGY program. It's also a target of the CCP's 3F plan, which is fall, fail, and fell to weaken and destroy America. So the Chinese Communist Party's use of this tactic to threaten Biden and his sons and to bribe them with large amounts of wealth is one of the major causes of the disputes over the South China Sea, U.S.-China trade, and intellectual property rights and energy prices, as well as Biden's provision of large numbers of CIA intelligence agencies in China to the Chinese Communist Party. And that's why all these media people, all the celebrities are anti-Trump. Maybe they're in on this. I can only speculate, but it seems that Donald Trump is not beholden to the Chinese Communist Party, and that's why they're so afraid of him. That's why they programmed all these LARPers to think that they're part of some resistance. So the Chinese Communist Party has a BGY program in the United States and several Western countries in Europe. We have millions of videos and photos of government officials, corrupt people, and traitors, criminals colluding with the Communist Party to dominate the world. It doesn't matter what country you come from, what ethnicity or color you are, or what party you belong to. The person next to be abused may be your daughter, your wife, your sister. So there are no party or ethnic borders when it comes to eliminating the Chinese Communist Party. So again, gnews.org, glive.org. Again, be very cautious and kind of know what you're doing when you're going to these sites because you don't even know. So I did a little bit of research. Their site is not good. It's kind of terrible, but it doesn't look like it looks kind of like it was thrown together pretty quickly. So all these links at the bottom left here go to the same thing, and that's this just kind of terms and conditions page. I would call it a terms of service or something. So I had to figure out who this is, and apparently this is owned by something called the Soraka Media Group. It looks legit. CEO is obviously that is an Asian name that looks Chinese. So it's possible this guy is Taiwanese or just does not like the Chinese Communist Party, obviously. So again, the pictures are there and are graphic, and I would advise not looking at them because they're actually kind of pathetic too. So Hunter Biden, I don't want to drag the man, but he's probably got some serious issues he needs to work through, and I don't know what to do about. I don't know what to tell him. He's a grown up. He should be able to figure it out on his own. But this is legit. This is not like a satire site. This is not. this isn't fake news. As far as I can tell, it seems like it's legit. So take that for what it's worth. I don't dare put this on YouTube because it will probably immediately get deleted. But again, if you want to look out there, this G News, probably this is, yeah, let's not do that. But if you go to the home page, there's all sorts of stuff in English and Chinese about this laptop from hell scandal. So again, be very careful out here. You don't want to get some. You don't want to get like a virus. Virus is a simple thing. What's the stuff like ransomware? You don't want to get ransomware or any of that bullshit on your machine. So just be very careful. I strongly advise using a VPN too. So that's all I have for now. I will talk with you later. Bye bye.